Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another backpack brawl video, playing through with Nymph.
Whispers your name.
Now, we're going to have a look at how this build plays out, and I'm sure you guys will know by the thumbnail, but for now, I'm just going to remain flexible, and we'll see what comes up. We've just got 2 knives out of the gate, so we might as well make use of them while we can.
You never stood a chance in my domain.
Fairly easy first battle. What else have we got? Some luck. That's brilliant. A nightshade is always nice. And dare I reroll? Yeah, let's try it. We can do this. And that. Oop, I've forgotten to reposition that dragon leaf. That's okay, we're still able to win fairly convincingly. Well, we've just come across another one. This is not very economically sound, but I'll pick that up and just keep it there for now. I still want to be a bit flexible depending on what we get in the later rolls of our shop. Now, unfortunately, that shield there is just too strong for us. For our basic weapons here, we haven't been able to upgrade anything yet. Speaking of, there we go, that's our first upgrade. We'll get some more luck as well. And I'll risk it. And we do have another water potion. So we'll pick that up too. But we'll just reposition that leaf. So we're getting that extra haste at the start. Wow, look at our opponent's bag. She's got plenty of leaves.
As inevitable as the changing seasons.
We'll pick up another one. Now I'm a bit hesitant to pick up this snake oil because we haven't seem to have gotten any bows yet. So the quivers are the sheath, or the quiver. That's not going to be very useful for us if we're going for a knife build. However, we could pick up one in case we don't get any more again to combine with a belt if we get there. And we'll be upgrading our first knife, and I'll leave that as is. Now, normally I don't like having this much free bag space. I prefer items in there, but we're just
the changing seasons.
Well, just what exactly? Well, partly just because we got some good bag rolls, but we could have been a little bit more careful with how we've been spending. Okay, another discounted snake oil. That is tempting. I might go ahead and pick that up. Fanny packs are wonderful. So many discounts. Look at that. We'll throw that on a fanny pack too. Okay. We could make a better use of our snake oils. Oh, let me do some organizing. There we are. We've just swapped that around. So they're now connecting to both of those. Now, so far we seem to be going knives, so maybe I'll lock this dagger to stick with the theme again.
As inevitable as the changing seasons.
Let's have a quick look at these fight details. We are running out of stamina a lot. So I might have to get rid of one of these hunting knives. just for the time being. I love to see a discounted bronze bar. That's beautiful, especially this early on. We'll pick up the dagger. Throw that down there. Now a discounted lava rock is tempting because we have the dagger. We might be able to combine it, but they are a bit hard to come by. So here's hoping that we pick one up sometime throughout the rest of this run.
You never stood a chance in my domain.
Phew, that was a close one. But we managed to scrape through just. Here's what our damage looks like. And there's most of hers coming from that green snapper. Okay, we've finally got our first bow. I'll pick it up for now, why not? We may get lucky later on with more bow components rather than the daggers. I'm getting a lot of these fanny packs, not that I'm complaining. We'll pick up this discounted task because we're going up against a Harken next. The likelihood of me being able to build out 3 of these hunting knives is very low. So I'm going to go ahead and sell this one to get a bit more econ. We'll throw that there, and what I've decided I'll do is I will combine the nightshade into the poison potion. I usually don't like doing this, but that poison potion then is able to combine with our dagger. I probably should have done that last round, but I'm doing it now. Let's check this next fight.
Time to fade back into the shadows.
Can he beat us there pretty convincingly? I don't think we even got a chance to trigger his invulnerability. Let's have a quick look at the stats there. That's our damage. And then that's his, but on top of that, he's also able to heal a lot from his lifesteal and regen. Okay, so these are our 3 options: the final bow, the shadow cloak, and the Blazegaze. If we're going for a dagger build, I think this will be our best option. And for now, we'll just sneak him down under here. And swap our weapons around so that he can be touching all 3. We'll pick up yet another fanny pack. And another. Grab some more econ. Yes, please. Well, I don't really need this bag at the moment, but I've bought it now. We can combine that dagger. And throw that in. So our stamina is at, well, it's very low actually at the minute, but that should speed up pretty quickly with all the haste that we'll be generating from these snake oils, from the ranger's satchel, and from our weapons, the dagger and the bow. Now we've gotten quite unlucky with our dragon leaves. This is usually what Nymphadora looks like with our opponent here. She's got plenty of dragon leaves and wilderness potions. But unfortunately, her unique does not complement her build well at all, because it's meant to be connected to ranged weapons. That's why it looked like we won so convincingly. We might as well pick up another skull here. Another fanny pack. And we can pick up this dusty book for a bit more economy. It gives us a free reroll and a 25% chance to get an essence. I'll get rid of this task in favour of the banana, hoping that we'll be able to build into a stamina potion later on in this run.
You never stood a chance in my domain.
You see, we're finishing the fights now with 56 haste, but I don't think we've run out of stamina yet. Yep, we're all good. Discounted heart, fantastic. We've also got what we've needed to upgrade our bow, so we'll throw that down here. And hey, why not get even more speed? Or haste, should I say. And we'll combine one of our skulls. That was a nice shop roll for us.
The hunt ends.
Now we're really doing some damage. We're at 77 haste now, and on top of that, we're inflicting a good amount of bleed from this harp. And this marries really well with our haste because that triggers on each attack. And these attacks are obviously got a fairly drastic cooldown reduction because of all of our haste, which makes items like this harp even better. Need some more bag space now. Get the free reroll. And another bronze bar. Pick that up happily. I'll pick up that next dagger, and we have a couple of options to combine it. Or we could even go for another poison. I know I have one here, but I'll save that for the stamina potion. And you know what, I might pick up that banana, hoping that I get a second stamina potion. Now let's do some brief rearranging. Now I've organised my bag so this bow is on 4 different fanny packs, which will increase its attack out of the gate by 40%. Well, sorry, not its attack, but its attack rate. It's going to be crazy. And then we've just chucked this little guy here.
Never stood a chance in my domain.
Now, we were struggling to end that fight because we had quite a bit of blind on us, so we were missing quite frequently. We only have a very limited amount of cleanse at the moment from this succulent, so we'll be on the lookout for that in the next few runs, the next few shop rolls, should I say. So we missed 30 times, which drastically diminished our DPS. This is where our damage is coming from, and then our opponent's there too. He was also healing quite a bit with his regen, which dragged the fight on a little. Love to see that. Saving 4 gold here. Perfect. I'll get rid of these boots in favour for a bit more economy. That's great. That'll do nicely. And another. Fantastic. Ooh, jeez. And we've finally got our second sash here. I'll get rid of this lava rock and pick up that water potion. and do a bit of bag organization. Okay, here's what we've got so far. We've got our Blazegaze with all its stars attached to our weapons that we have. Combining the dagger. I guess it's all just visually self-explanatory. Let's jump into the next battle.
The hunt ends, as it
And very
always
convincing
must.
win for us. Let's see our damage here. And we were staying around full HP. And that's because of our lifesteal and a little bit of regen from other items. And that lifesteal is thanks to that unholy skull there. So just a little bit at the beginning of the combat can go a long way. Especially if you are attacking frequently. Now I'll pick up this fanny pack. I'll also get the werewolf paw. And I might even get the eagle eye amulet because... Oh, wait a second. No, I was thinking of something else. Never mind. Wonderful. Now, because we have quite a lot of haste, items like this is going to be even better because we're adding damage from the gloves of power, and because we already have increased attack speed, that's going to become even more significant for us. And I believe I shared before also that we don't have much cleansing, so I'll pick that up too. There we are, that's what our bag looks like at the moment. We've got the gloves of power on those two weapons here, and we've also got an extra crit chance for our elven blade. We've also positioned that potion over onto our belt so it gets an additional use.
As inevitable as the changing seasons.
That looked very convincing. Now, Ronan's block and shield build does really well against lower damaged weapons and pets, but we've got quite high damage now with all three of those weapons here thanks to the power gloves and the extra crit. Let's just have a look at the stats here. Okay, so here we go. We're actually inflicted quite a lot of burn damage, and that is coming from... Oh, my mistake. Our Blazegaze. And wow, a lot of blind inflicted too, but only for a small amount of time. That does only last 3 seconds. Except, if your cooldown is down to 1.1, that's at least 10 consistently. Which is great for us, but it sucks for our opponent. That's negative 30% accuracy. Let's see how often he missed. Go back to stats here. 6. Okay, that wasn't too bad for him. But he was out of stamina a bit as well. So you see here, he still blocked a substantial amount of our damage, but it wasn't enough, and that burn really helped us out. And it's pretty late in our run now, but that is discounted, so I'll pick it up. What else have we got here? Yes, thank you. Pass on these, although it's a bit late to hope about getting building some more potions. And look, our first dragon leaf in the shop. That's very late indeed. But hey, we'll pick it up. We'll get rid of one of these dusty books, throw that up there, and we can chuck that on our elven blade and you can also start combining it into a potion. Got another one of those, and fantastic, we got a scale mail. Could use that to combine with the shadow armor. Oops, there we go. Okay, and that's what our bag looks like now. We could probably throw away one of our bananas for another speed essence and just fill up those empty slots here.
The hunt ends, as it always must.
Very convincing here. Plenty of damage from our weapons, and a whole lot of overheal from our lifesteal too. We could get a bit of extra lifesteal here. Some more regen, why not? Throw that book back in for now. And connect it up with the elven blade. And roll a little more. Now here we could pick ourselves up another dagger, but better than that, we can make a royal sea axe. So we'll just swap those essences around. In fact, that one isn't really connected to much there, so we might do a swapperoo here. Like so. There we go. What else can we do? We'll get rid of this stuff so we can afford that last essence. Yep, I'm happy with that. Swapper against a Ronin with a pretty good build. He's got himself that purple shield and an Excalibur. But unfortunately for him, we're still building into that unbreakable wall with those shield combinations. But it looks like he's placed his Hungering Ward well. But the build we've got is just doing some real work. And you see again that Blazegaze with its burn damage dealing a considerable amount. And even with all the blocked and armor that he had, it just wasn't enough. And unfortunately for him, he just didn't have nearly enough cleansing. For those of you wondering where that poison damage is coming from, because that's pretty high up there too, we just go down to debuffs, and we're delivering poison from our dagger and a little bit here. Sorry, not a little bit, the same amount from that potion, and then a good amount from the death essence as well. Here we go, and there too. Okay, this is our last fight, so we'll get rid of our eco items. Now, this is sort of tempting, but we don't really need any more luck. That will increase our critical hit chance, but a lot of our damage is actually coming from the debuffs there, so the poison and the fire. So we'll skip that and see what else we can come across. Now we're up against a Chana, so I'll grab some more resist. That'll be helpful. Another poison essence, sure. Keep rolling. And yeah, we'll grab that burning water, I think. that can give us a decent heal in a pinch. Let's go, guys. Our last fight, potentially. It's looking a bit closer now.
Inevitable as the changing seasons.
But there we are. Still managed to overcome. Our opponent has the Great Cosmos Ward. Our damage again, mostly coming from poison and burn. And then healing a considerable amount, again from that lifesteal, doing some good work for us. And then our opponent, the burn build. And unfortunately for her, missing quite a bit, particularly with those sprites. And that's thanks to our Blazegaze here inflicting that blind. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed watching that all the way through. And I hope you guys have a blessed week. Bye for now.